going on, everybody? This is Joe, and I am back for another Innistrad Midnight Hunt pre-release pack opening. Now, if you have tuned in already or previously with me on this channel, we have done 6 of these so far. 4 were in our first video, and then we did individual videos for all the others, as we are doing here. And in those 4 that we did, right, that first video where we had all 4 of them on the night of pre-release itself, we did relatively well. And in fact, it was about 50-50. The first 2 kits were fine, and the third and fourth kits were fantastic. So I'm kind of hoping that this opening, or that these openings kind of mirror that. And this is not a solid start. I still, out of now 10 kits, I'm still looking for a white die, which is very annoying and frustrating. But if 2 of those 4 openings originally were good, and they were the second set of 2, or the third and the fourth, then hopefully these second set of 2, meaning this one and the one after it, will hopefully be good, since the first 2 were fine. The first one of the individual ones that we did was real bad, and you can go, see my misery and go check it out. Hey, there's a code for MTG Arena. It will be given away at some random point in this video, so stay tuned for that. We have the packs. I showed you the divider and the little insert for the Harvest Tide in there as well. And we, of course, then have our... When I open it up here, sorry, I'm opening it up. People might actually want to be able to see it, huh? We have our little package here with our day-night token, so that you would just have that for the night of pre-release, or the day of pre-release, or whenever you were able to go, if you were. We have some of these stand-in cards for the double face cards, and then my promo foil rare or mythic is a Smoldering Egg. It's fine. This card's actually pretty cool, I should say. Excuse me. And the foiling pattern is very nice. I love that. Look at that. So if we can be blue-red spells, that's definitely where this wants to be. We do need spells to make this good. Look at that flip. Look at that foil. Holy crap, that's awesome. I love that. Very nice to have that in foil. The thing in the egg, as some affectionately refer to it. So yeah, let's see if we have the cards to in this kit to make that kind of a deck work, or if not, what kind of stands out to us. And obviously let us know your opinions as well in the comments below. We have a Falcon Abomination, a Vampire Interloper, Might of the Old Ways, a Hedge Witch's Mask, Electric Revelation, Devious Cover-Up, Ritual Guardian, Burn the Accursed, very nice, and to go with the Smoldering Egg too. Immolation, while this cares about the cares about an instant or sorcery spell, so this won't work for that, but this is arguably a removal spell as well. We have a Tavern Ruffian in the Showcase art, which flips into a Tavern Smasher on the other side. Again, showcase art for that one on both sides, of course. Really cool that our first uncommon is Morbid Opportunist. Incredible card. A Faithful Mending. This card is fine. If we're in those colors, it gets in, but if we're not, it's probably not splash worthy. And a Beloved Beggar. Not bad for a Disturb card as well. And so this guy flips into the Generous Soul. When you disturb him, he comes back as this Flying Vigilant Spirit. Not bad at all. And that means that our rare or mythic is the Celestis. It is considered a Story Spotlight card, despite the fact that it's just an artifact. But it is a legendary artifact, and it's kind of the MacGuffin for this set of, like, we need to turn it on after we get the Moon Silver Key. So, yeah, there's that. If you're unaware, we are Vorthoses here on this channel, so definitely tune into our reviews of the stories every Thursday. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. This card is fine. It's a mana rock, right? It adds 1 mana of any color, so if we're splashing, it's not bad. You can change it from day to night by tapping it and 3, And then you can gain a life and draw a card and discard a card. So not bad. I'm not jumping out of my seat about it, but I'm not going to complain. We have this cool Plains art. We have a foil. We do not. We have a beast token, excuse me. And we have another stand-in card. Okay. Hey, guess what? I'm doing it early because I feel like it. I mentioned that this is a code for MTG Arena. If, just an FYI, if you have used a code from an Innistrad Midnight Hunt pre-release pack already on your MTG Arena account, this one will not work for you because it is one per account. So please be aware of that before you give it a try. And if you do get this and it does work for you, shout it out in the comments. Let us or your fellow commenters or viewers know that it worked for you, and we will happily congratulate you. Best of luck. We hope you get great stuff. And this is our small way of saying thank you for watching all of our stuff here on this channel. Hopefully you stick around for the remainder of this video. We also have streams if you like MTG Arena. We stream Arena every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time right here on this channel, so definitely stay tuned for that as well. We would love to have you join us. Here is a Jack-o'-lantern. Consider, not bad, a Morkrut Behemoth, Path to the Festival, Flare of Faith, Falconwrath Perforator, Locked in the Cemetery. Okay, a pretty good card, but wouldn't work for the spell aspect of blue-red spells, or at least the instant and sorcery aspect, but still, not a bad card. A Cathar Commando, another Burn the Accursed. They are 5 mana, so we'll be aware of that, right? I'm not like jumping out of my seat that, you know, we'll play 75 Burn the Accursed in our deck. We have a Gale Drifter as our common flip, which flips into Whale Drifter. It's not bad. I would put it in to a part blue deck. We have Hungry for More. I don't love this card. I think it's fine, but I'm not in love with it. That's for sure. But that's our first uncommon. We have Corpse Cobble as our second. Also a fine card. And a Fang Blade Brigand, which flips into a Fang Blade Eviscerator. Interesting. Not bad at all. It doesn't really belong in the spells deck, but it's a good card nonetheless, or a cool card as well. And then our rare or mythic is... This pack was like very much going in one direction, from like the Hungry for More and this Fangblade Brigand. So here is Wake to Slaughter as our rare. It's a Rakdos rare, or a green, wow. A black-red rare. And so, yeah, this card is not bad, I suppose. Very, very interesting. And then behind it, we have a Mountain, an Elemental token. God, this art is so sick. So cool. And another stand-in card for one of the flip cards. Well, in this next pack, oh, well, it's okay. It can be difficult. That's cool, too. Secrets of the Key, a very good spell. I like this card quite a bit, especially for the spells deck. We have a Bat Whisperer, a Plummet. Evolving Wilds could help us splash if necessary. We also still have this Celestis. An Unblinking Observer. I don't love this card. If we need it, maybe, but we don't. I haven't seen a lot of spells yet. We have a Dawnheart Rejuvenator as our showcase, or as a showcase. And this, again, taps for 1 mana of any color. Interesting. We have a Candle Grove Witch. Not bad for a Coven card, but not amazing. We have a Lambholt Harrier, also kind of a fine card. And our flip common is a Bird Admirer in the showcase art, which flips into a Wing Shredder. Very good. I actually really like this card. If you're trying to be aggressive, it's not great, but as like any kind of a defensive card whatsoever, it's really good, and it's a decent way of dealing with flyers if you have kind of no other way of doing that. As you all saw, I'm very pleased. We have a second Morbid Opportunist. If we can get both of these in this deck, I will be quite pleased. This card is very good. We have an Infernal Grasp, also good. I mean, you lose 2 life, sure, but for removal, very nice card. And we have a Bane Blade Scoundrel, which flips into a Bane Claw Marauder. This pack in particular is like all about the showcase arts. And to kind of further cement that truth, Behind the Bane Claw Marauder is our rare or mythic, which is Gisa, Glorious Resurrector. There is almost no chance that I, like, at this point, we're probably just in black, right? We just know that now. We could be in black-red, but it would be a little tougher with the Smoldering Egg to get it going. But still, Gisa is incredible. Very, very good card. Behind Gisa, and she almost certainly gets in, especially with all the black that we've seen recently. We'll see what our second color is as we go through. There's an island, followed by a foil. This pack, how good is this pack? Yeah, all right. Black-blue, maybe? I've heard that's an okay archetype in this format, right? This foil is bad. Yeah, like the foiling pattern is whatever. Like down here is kind of the only place that it shows up in any meaningful way. And the card is fine. It draws you a card, it can shrink things, and you get one of the Decayed Zombies. There is an insect token behind that from Rise of the Ants, as well as another flip card. Okay, hey, we're halfway through, and we just got Gisa, which is a nice pickup for playability, right? She's a very good card and a very big threat. Nice to have this Diagraph Horde to start us off as well. Great, great card. So Diagraph Horde to start, Candlelit Cavalry, Blessed Defiance, Jack-O-Lantern, a Larder Zombie, a Novice Occultist. Yeah, we can do some gross things in black. A Hobbling Zombie, speaking of which. A Gavany Trapper, quite a good card. A Voldaren Stinger, interesting, because this is, right, we saw one of the other, the Perforator as well, which was in a red, so that's another vampire for us. With our Wake to Slaughter, maybe that is just the direction that we are going so far. We have a second Tavern Ruffian, this one in the regular art, which, as we know, flips into a Tavern Smasher, but now you get to see it in this art this time. Behind it, we have a Dual Craft Trainer. I have not seen this a ton, but it's the one that gains double strike if you have Coven. Followed by a Join the Dance. I love the colors on this card. In the art, I should say, not necessarily, like green and white are fine. And we have a Chaplain of Alms. First strike, Ward 1, Disturb, and so then it flips into a Chapel Shieldgeist. Love this art. My God, that's incredible. In foil, this would probably look really sick. And then behind it, our rare is Sarith, the Viper's Fang. I don't know why I said Vampire's Fang. I have vampires on the brain. This card is also fine. We've seen some green, some decent green, but definitely not better than black. We could go black-green as well. I'm going to keep my eye open. I'm not sure which direction I want to go yet, to be honest. I just know we're in black. That's not really a question at this point. We have a Plains, a Vampire token that we get from that Hungry for More that we opened, and another stand-in card for a flip card. We have another pack here. We have two more to go, by the way, this one and one other. We have a Harvest Tide Sentry, more Coven-based cards. We have a Neonate's Rush, pretty good enabler for vampires, although I have not seen a ton. I mean, I know we have the Bat Whisperer or whatever, but I haven't seen a ton of cards that care about our opponent having lost life that turn, at least not yet. We have another Startle, Rotten Reunion. This card is also fine. A Bounding Wolf, Shadow Beast Sighting. We have the Beast token from this that we got earlier. Search Party Captain, not a bad card. Lets you draw a card. Brimstone Vandal is a very good card. I like this one. Morning Patrol, also fine, which flips into the Morning Apparition. I love the pun with morning and morning, and I love the art on the backside of this Disturb card. Very, very good. As you saw, our first uncommon is Vivisection. Not bad for the spells deck, but we haven't seen a ton of blue support for that deck besides like this card and maybe one other. We have a Dryad's Revival, also quite a good card. And a Rite of Oblivion. This is pretty sick. I like this card quite a bit. Sacrificing an unland permanent with what we've seen, at least in black so far, is not difficult to do. I don't know if this means that we should really be looking at white. I mean, we have like a lot of those Coven-based creatures or whatever, but this is also definitely splashable. And with the Celestis and the Evolving Wilds that we got, it's definitely something to at least consider, because this is a very good removal spell. And so then our flip rare or mythic, right? Yeah, our flip rare or mythic is... I was like, we don't need to play white, right? I don't know. We have an Enduring Angel that flips into the Angelic Enforcer. I did mention that I was waiting for some better stuff. I mean, this is the first mythic I've opened in any of the kits that weren't the 4 in the same video. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. Plus Gisa is incredible. So I think those 2 cards together would make quite an interesting deck. Plus that Rite of Oblivion that we just opened. We would need a lot more, well, not a lot more, but we would need a bit of some life gain just to have some fun with this, even more so than it already is, but still, fine card. Behind it, a Forest. We have a foil Silverbolt, definitely playable. As we've seen, some of these incidental werewolves can get very out of hand, and then 3 damage to a creature is also not bad if they're not a werewolf, but if they are, you just get to kill them. This in foil is fine. Like the background here is good. This center thing in person looks a little bit better than it does on camera, but not a ton, I will say. Behind the Silverbolt is one of the Decayed Zombie tokens and another stand-in card. We have 1 pack to go. I'm curious what this could have for us. And then, as always, you can let me know in the comments, would you play black-white? Would you play black-red? Would you play black-green? Would you do something else entirely and not play black? I think it would be a hard sell for me, but I would love to hear your opinions. We have a Thraben Exorcism, a Drownyard Amalgam, a Blood Pact, very nice, a Pestilent Wolf, another Silverbolt. I don't think I would play 2. Although, I guess if they were very werewolf heavy and this was an actual pre-release, I would have it to be able to board it in. We have an Otherworldly Gaze, very good card. An Organ Hoarder, also quite good. Blue bringing it strong in this last pack. An Unruly Mob, very nice. Black-white definitely wants to be the sacrifice deck, so this is good. An Ardent Elementalist, which definitely more wants to be in the blue-red spells deck, but could go in black-red. I mean, we would definitely have instants and sorceries, especially a lot of kill spells. We have a Shady Traveler, which is a good card, and it flips into the Stalking Predator. I love that art. So intimidating, right? Love it. We have Turn the Earth as the first uncommon in this pack. Cool art. Obsessive Astronomer. This card is fine. I wouldn't go out of my way to put this in red, and I wouldn't say that this, like, helps solidify that we should be in red. And an Heirloom Mirror, very nice last uncommon with all this good black in here, because it flips into an Inherited Fiend. Really, really cool. I mean, if you can make this work, it's pretty great. I like that quite a bit. Okay, 4/4 Flying Demon seems nice. I had this played against me at pre-release, and it did some pretty good work. So, and so our final rare or mythic is an Angel Fire Ignition. I do not remember this card super well, but it does give, like, all the keywords, and it has flashback. It is obviously until end of turn, but still. Again, I think we could splash red if we really wanted to for, like, Wake to Slaughter and this, if we wanted to go black-white, for example. Because I think that's, like, not a bad plan. So that's kind of where I would lean. But, of course, I would love people's opinions in the comments below because, you know, to help me learn things, and maybe you'll learn something as well. We also, behind it, have a Swamp, a Day-Night token, and another stand-in flip card. So, hey, we finally got a mythic. That's pretty sick. I will show you all of that as we end off this video. Please don't forget, as I mentioned, all that fun YouTube-type stuff that we have going on the channel. I guess I can balance it up there, right? Hey, look at that. It works. So Yeah, don't forget, this is YouTube. Welcome to our channel. Thank you for joining us. Please don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell. If you know somebody who would enjoy our videos, share it with them. That's always super helpful for us. If you're in different communities and you know those people would enjoy our stuff, share that with them as well. In addition to that stream that I mentioned on Mondays, where we stream video games, we are also where we stream MTG Arena. On Friday, we stream video games. That's where I was going with that. So you should definitely tune in on Fridays because it is spooky month, and to go along with the Innistrad Midnight Hunt theme of, horror and etc., we are playing through Outlast on the channel, so you should definitely go check that out this Friday, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on this channel. Thank you so much for joining us. I really hope everybody enjoyed. As always, again, we would love to hear your opinions, impressions, etc., but for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe, and as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.